Okay, well, it's been such a blessing to be at this conference and to hear about rooting and releasing children. And in Psalms 68 talks about God places the lonely in families. And I feel like this is something that's so important with children too, that parents and caregivers, these key peoples who can really impact children's lives because they're there with children on a day-to-day basis. So something we've been running recently is a project called Keeping Families Together, which I'd love to share because it's something passionate on my heart, to really help empower, strengthen and release parents and caregivers to really have a big impact in the lives of children. So we've started this project called Keeping Families Together, which is trying to target kinship care families. Families such as like grandma and grandpa who are caring for orphans or abandoned children, or auntie and uncle who are caring for orphans and abandoned children, and looking at ways that we can holistically strengthen and empower those families so that they can have an impact in the lives of the children and in their community. So the way we do that is we partner with local churches and we identify these families in the communities, and we firstly focus on income generation assistance. So we'll find out what skills the family has, because most of these families are very poor and are unable to take good care of the children, and these children have the risk then of ending up in a children's home or an orphanage. We believe that the family is God's design, so we're looking at what do these families need so they can stay together, so they can grow stronger, and so that our local church can really have a great impact in the lives of these children as well. So we focus on looking at supporting the family with income generation assistance, finding out what skills they have, helping to assist them with training if they need that, and helping to expand their micro enterprise business for their family so they can support the children. The families are brought into the project over 18 months, and our goal is that within 18 months' time they will be able to be financially sustainable to take better care of those children and provide for their needs. We also run trainings every month over the 18 months. We have either a family fun day or a training day. On the training days, we focus on things such as what is family, health and hygiene and nutrition, money management, how to get out of debt. A lot of these families are in debt because they're in slum areas as well, and how to save money to obviously support the children that they're taking care of. Every month that we don't have a training day, we have a family fun day. So we'll take all these families out with the church and the church volunteers, and we'll go on an outing. And some of these families have said, hey, we've just, in our whole lives, we've never had the opportunity to do this as a family unit, just to go out to the zoo or to go out to the waterfall or something. And the church volunteers are always really involved in this project too, just sharing the love of God with these families and building relationships with these families. We have families from Muslim backgrounds, Buddhist backgrounds, animist backgrounds. So it's a real great opportunity for the church to reach out in their community, to really power and strengthen these families, to be able to release them to impart into the children, and for them to also impart into other families in their community. So right now, this is in the context of Thailand, we have an issue where we have around 400 to 500 children's homes and orphanages just in the one province of Chiang Mai in the north. There are 77 provinces in Thailand. Many of the children in these homes have one or both parents. So what we're trying to target is those types of families where it's God's design for children to be in a family where that's safe and it's a loving environment for them. So we're trying to see, okay, these families that have children that end up in institutions where they don't need to be there, how can we support and strengthen those families so they can stay together? So right now we have about 19 families who have been in or through the KFT, we call it Keeping Families Together KFT project. And next year we're taking in about another 17 families, all in similar situations, such as like kinship care type families, caring for orphans and vulnerable children, because we really believe, as this verse says at the start of this interview, that God sets the lonely in families, and I think that's his heart for children, is that every child has the opportunity to grow up in a safe, loving family. And so through this project KFT, that's something we're trying to do to really help root and release children, and especially the parents and caregivers as well. So it's a blessing to be able to partner with the church in this project as well.